Yo, what's going on? It's me. I told you I'd do the next video dropping sacred, secret knowledge. This particular episode is about Atlantis. I wrote down a bunch of stuff. My eyes are going to be jumping. Bear with me. Worry about the message. Let's get into it. Atlantis wasn't just one place, it was a large civilization centered in the Atlantic Ocean, and its influence obviously went outward. The location of Atlantis was in between Americas, Europe, and Africa in the Atlantic Ocean. Large portions of Atlantis are now under sea. We know this, right? But fragments of Atlantis still exist. Part of it is in the Bahamas, Bimini Road. We know about that. Another part of Atlantis' history and lineage is in the Yucatan in Central America. They migrated there and helped influence the Maya and other Mesoamerican cultures. Hence, one of them, the Aztecs, also went by Mexico, but they also went by the Aztlan people, okay? They knew they had ties to Atlantis. Egypt. Watch one of my other videos. I'll break that down. I told you about the Great Pyramid, some history of there, and how the Atlanteans helped construct that and put secret messages and knowledge in that. Stuff underneath the Sphinx. Tap in, go back on my page and watch them. All right. They helped build early Egyptian civilization. That's why some of their stuff looks so awesome in the super early days, and then they couldn't replicate it. They couldn't. They tried. They lost some of the knowledge. They didn't have access to it. That's why the newer stuff looks trash and the older stuff is flawless. They also have roots in a place called Pyrenees, Spain, and parts of Africa. I don't like when they exclude stuff like, obviously Egypt's part of Africa. There's other parts of Africa that have Atlantean knowledge too. So that's what's going on with that. As we continue. The three major destructions of Atlantis. One was around 50,000 BC, one was around 28,000 BC, and another one we mainly hear about now is between 10,000 to 12,000 BC. Technology destructed Atlantis. This is going to be a common theme in this video, stuff that we're going through today. They had an advanced crystal called the Firestone. I'm going to get more into that later. I had to do a lot of research to tap in and find out about that. But they misused power. It led to geological instability, earthquakes, things sinking. They were spiritually advanced but morally divided civilization, and that's what caused chaos. It's a recurring issue today. Tech without spiritual alignment destroys civilizations. That's a key phrase in this video that we should be understanding today. They chose power over ethics, ego over compassion, and knowledge for control and not service to humanity. A problem we're dealing with again. As we continue, there was 5 major types of mankind. I'm going to do another video about that and about the Lemurian, about the Mu people, probably this weekend. But I mean, it's just crazy that people keep getting all this technology. We keep starting over, and it's happening again, like I said today. But anyway, on to the Firestone, all right? It was also known by like the Tuaya stone. It was the primary source of energy for Atlantis. It was housed in a temple. It harnessed solar energy and cosmic forces. It was basically a crystal energy generator. It took solar energy for production, stellar cosmic radiation, and earth energies. Something else that should be obvious to people is that Earth is a living organism. So you should treat it better. Living here in New York City, the pollution's crazy. It's the most populated city I know. But we should do a better job taking care of this thing. That's why things like COVID and other things happen. Major storms, craziness. You treat her bad, she's going to treat you bad. That's what's going on. Now, this Firestone was not only just used for energy, it also had transportation purposes. put the weed down and try to soak this in for a minute. Let it marinate before you put it on the grill. They could air travel. They had airships. They had underwater vessels. They had levitation devices. I told you in some of the previous videos that's how the pyramids were constructed, sound levitation, other things. They also had long distance communication with this, wireless. We're not the first ones to have cell phone. All this stuff seems cool. They've been had this. This is old technology reinvented in a different way. Okay. On to the next. But they weaponized it. Go figure that, right? People were spiritually divided. They had all this supernatural, amazing abilities. They let it get to their head. People got divided religiously, just like we do today. I have to throw this in there. The top 3 religions go back to the same dude, Abraham. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity got the same pops. You guys have been fighting for how long over stupid stuff? For control, money. It's not helping anybody, all right? I thought it was about love, getting along. But anyway, they misused it. They try to overcharge it. I guess charging this crystal one, they thought they could just go Super Saiyan. That was a problem. They used destructive forces. They used it as a weapon, probably killing and blowing people up. That was a problem. And it triggered geological problems. Just like when we drop the H-bomb, the atom bomb, nuclear stuff goes wrong. You wonder why after the 1940s, all these UFOs started showing up. You tear holes in other dimensions in the universe. People that are way more advanced than we are coming back here like we're the children of the universe. Or like these dudes over here are still wilding out, killing each other, blowing stuff up, doing stupid stuff. They have no idea the ramifications of what they're doing. It's a problem. But the Firestone could harness divine energy, and they say remnants of this today are electricity, lasers, nuclear energy, crystals. Where this was exactly located in Atlantis, all I could find out was that there was an island called Pisidia, and it was one of the last surviving islands of Atlantis in the Bahamas. Now again, I'm going to do more videos, more content. I'm going to keep dropping knowledge. I did other videos earlier in my fame, whatever. That was roasting people doing stupid stuff, and I got a lot of views in a short amount of time. My conscience got the best of me, and I was like, I don't want to use this for that. So I do have psychic abilities. Anyone in New York knows me. I'm the dude the elements react to, nature flips out. I'm that dude, okay? I was been giving gifts, and when I battle is something fierce, but I got to do it for good. I do have to drop knowledge that's being suppressed and tell the truth to the people. It's going to help spiritually awaken mankind, lift the universal consciousness of the planet, and that's the real purpose of why I'm here. So as much as I want to clown and do all this other stuff and tell my story, it's really about helping other people, sharing knowledge and sharing good vibes. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep dropping the videos. I appreciate you guys tapping in. I don't cut my videos. I don't care if I stutter. I do a one-shot deal. This is what it is. I'm confident in what I'm doing. I appreciate your love and support. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments, the DMs, the people supporting me publicly, privately. I appreciate you. Keep tapping in. We're going to keep growing. I got your back. Take care.